Welcome back to Me and You Keep or Return, Amazon edition, where we test products we find on Amazon and decide if they're a keep or return, all within Amazon's 30-day return window. In part 1, we decontaminated the paint using an iron remover and clay bar. Check the video link above. Now it's time to see if we can bring this neglected Evo's paint back to life. This isn't just another project car. We're saving this Evo garage queen for our daughter, who will hopefully be driving in about 14 years. So we want to do this paint correction the right way. Today, we're testing out the SPTA dual action polisher kit. If it performs well, I will be giving all of our cars a full detail. So this is not just a one-time test, or this could very well may be the start of my very own mobile car detailing service. Hit me up. This $90 Amazon polisher has one job: save this neglected Evo. If it can't, it's going back to Amazon. For those who don't know, SPTA is a reputable and highly popular budget-friendly brand for car detailing tools and accessories. They are widely known for offering cost-effective polishers, foam pads, and brushes that are great for beginners and DIY enthusiasts. Let's get to the unboxing and see what we get in this kit. Sanding pad, polishing pads ×2, sandpaper, polishing mitt, polishing pads, protective apron for myself, 2 kinds of polishing compound. I really can start my own detailing business now. Wax on, wax off. Brushes, microfiber towels. Also comes with its own carrying case for me to take to all my mobile jobs. They made my mobile car business easier. Put even more stuff in here. Shove it all in there. Make sure to bring my instruction manual so I can know what I'm doing. Ready to go to my next mobile job. See you there. Me and You car detailing at your service. It's time to suit up. Rocking my included SPTA apron. Ready to go. All right, we have our SPTA professional polishing pads. Comes with 3 5-inch and 3 6-inch polishing pads. We're going to start with the 5-inch. Soft, medium, and hard polishing pads. Velcro's right onto there. Nice and sturdy. We will be pairing our polisher with the included polishing compound using the final finishing version, as it is the less aggressive of the two. We will be working one section at a time to see what kind of results this kit can deliver straight out of the box. If you've never polished a car before, a dual action polisher is much more beginner friendly than a rotary polisher, because it's much harder to damage your car. Before we begin polishing the entire car, we'll be doing a spot test on the hood. When polishing, you always want to start with the least aggressive combination that gets the job done. We're starting with the softest polishing pad. If this gives us the results we're looking for, then we found our recipe, and we don't need to step up to a firmer, more aggressive pad. Let's tape off the hood and see what this thing can do. It's time to polish. One more quick tip before we get started. Make sure you have adequate lighting. Without good lighting, it's almost impossible to see the swirl marks, scratches, or even tell if you're making any progress. We'll be using our Infinity X1 telescoping camping light and our Devos LightRanger 2000. The more light, the better. If you want to learn more about these lights, be sure to check out our review videos linked above. Here we go. This will be our testing area. As you can see, it's a little hazy, not as shiny as some of the other parts of the car. Since this is a brand new pad, we're going to start by priming it with a thin layer of polish, just like so. This is serious stuff. Can't forget eye protection. You're going to start with the lowest setting and put it on the car first. You'll hold it here for about 20 to 30 seconds. We're priming the pad right now. Okay. As you can see, the pad has been primed now. The polish has been spread out onto the polishing pad. Now we'll use 3 to 4 pea-sized drops for each section. P, P, P. It's level 1 to spread out this polish. Now we can increase the speed to 3 to 4 or 5 and use light to moderate pressure, doing your passes about 1 inch per second, going from up and down and right to left and left to right. 4 to 6 passes, using light to moderate pressure. Once we're done, we will use the included microfiber towel to wipe away the polishing oils so we can see the true results. Wipe it away. It may be hard to tell on the camera, but I can tell that this side really is more shiny and reflective compared to the unpolished side. See, the left side is kind of hazy, whereas the right side you can see a better reflection. Since the spot test gave us the correction we're looking for, we found our recipe and we'll stick with it for the rest of the car. There's no reason to go more aggressive than necessary. Now we will continue our polishing process to the other side. Spreading out the polish. You're done spreading it out, you turn it up to 3 or 4 or 5, doing light to moderate pressure, going up and down, right and left, 1 inch per second. Nice and shiny. Let's see how this turned out. All right, moment of truth. Look at the difference. The paint is noticeably deeper glossier, and a lot of the lighter swirl marks are gone after just 1 polishing step. Another quick tip, clean your polishing pad every 1 to 2 sections. As you polish, dried up compound can build up in your polishing pad, making it less effective. This kit comes with a pad cleaning brush. All you have to do is turn your polisher to speed 1 and gently run the brush across the polisher pad, and it should knock out the dried up compound. It's a pretty quick and easy process. It only take a few seconds and helps keep your polishing consistent. See all that compound flying off? Now you can move on to your next section. This machine is comfortable in the hand, the speed dial is easy to use, and there's plenty of power to remove years of oxidation and swirl marks, even for someone of my size. There's a little bit of vibration at the higher speed levels, but not something I would consider a deal breaker, especially at this price point. Now it's time to finish polishing the rest of the Evo. Moving on to the rear quarter panel of this vehicle. You can see that it's a little hazy, not the shiniest here. Maybe even got some light scratch marks. We're gonna try to fix that right now, all right? All right, so we wiped away all the polish residue, and you can see and feel the difference. It is much deeper, glossier, smoother look. If this is what it can do on paint that's been neglected for years, I'm excited to see what it can do on the rest of our cars. So, is the SPTA Dual Action Polisher Kit a keep or a return? This one's a keep! Looks like Jeff Bezos won't be getting this one back. For the price of $90, it's easy to use, it comes with everything you need to get started, and the results speak for themselves. I've seen cheaper no-name polishers on Amazon, and I've seen professional machines that cost several times more, but I think this kit hits that sweet spot for DIYers who want great results without breaking the bank. The Evo's paint is finally looking alive again, but we're not done yet. In part 3, we're going to protect all of this freshly polished paint with a ceramic coating by Cerakote and decide if it's a keep or a return. Follow along as we bring this Evo Garage Queen back to life. If you're interested in purchasing any of these products, we would really appreciate it if you used our affiliate links, as there's no additional cost to you and it really helps support the channel and helps us make more videos like this. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in part 3. Bye!